Hey girls, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be creating this fall look using the Iluhv Sarahii Colourpop palette. And there's 2 matte shades and 2 metallic shades, and I love that this is cruelty free. So anyways, I love this palette, but the only problem I had is the packaging. The white packaging makes it like real dirty and it's kind of hard to clean. So I thought that shade right there, that dark shade, I thought that was actually burgundy, but it's like a dark purple. So we're gonna be grabbing that fluffy brush and getting the shade Chick Happens, and we're just gonna go ahead and apply that to our crease. And it kind of has some fallout, but that's okay. So just with back and forth motions, just swipe that along your crease. And I picked the product like about 4 times just to darken it up a little bit. And this is like a little light purplish brownish shade. I really like this one, so just keep swiping. Now grabbing the shade Razy, which is the darkest shade in the palette, we're just gonna grab our flat brush and just apply that to our eyelid. And this shade, I found it kind of harder to blend out. I don't know if it's because it's a dark shade or because of the brush I'm using, but I'm gonna just be grabbing a lot of product and just packing it on my eyelid. And it looks kind of unblended, but throughout the whole process I'm gonna be blending it. And plus, I'm not that worried about blending because I'm gonna blend that shade in after using the same shade. You guys will see what I'm talking about. So yeah, just keep packing it on till the whole eyelid is kind of like the colors evened out on the whole eyelid, so it won't look that patchy. And it looked better in person because this camera is just like, with the sunlight it just looks more patchy, but it looked blended out. So just keep adding as much as you need till you can't see any more white. And I really like this formula from this palette. I think it's pretty soft, if that makes any sense. Like, the eyeshadows feel so smooth. So grabbing our fluffy brush, we're just gonna blend that right there. And like I said, that shade was so hard to blend. So I'm just picking up a little bit more product because it looks kind of patchy. And I'm not like that worried about it looking that patchy because later on I'm gonna add another color on top of that, so you can't really tell. So I'm just kind of gonna keep blending the top. Now I'm gonna be taking the shade Chick Happens again, and with the fluffy brush just blend that in the crease to blend out those 2 colors. So now, using our fluffy brush again, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the shade Razy, the same shade we had used on our eyelids, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try to smoke out the end so that it would look like more well put together, and just blend that out and inwards. So now, grabbing some Shape Tape concealer, I'm just gonna dab a little bit onto my hand. So grabbing that little flat angled brush, I'm just gonna start forming a square in the center of my eyelids. So you just wanna go ahead and form the square a little bit on top of where your creases because you don't want it to smudge everywhere. So just start forming like a perfect square, and you want to apply just a little bit product. So I'm forming the square up there. I'm trying to make it like a little line. So now, using that brush that I use for smudging, I'm just gonna go into my favorite shade from this palette, which is the shade Lit, and just put that where you had put the concealer. So basically just trace where that little square shape is that you did. And I do pick up a lot of this product because I want it to be like super pigmented. This is the color that I want to pop out of the whole look, so I am gonna pick a lot of product up. And this shade, it's one of the metallic shades out of the palette. And this is like a hot pink purplish shade with like glitters. It's so cute. So just keep tracing along the square. So now going into the shade Trick Happens, I'm grabbing my fluffy brush, and I know my mirror is in the way, but my ring light mirror was not working. So I'm just grabbing that shade and just blending out the top. So now we're using that fluffy brush and just going into the shade Razy again, just to add a little bit more color and make it pop more to where we had added the color in the beginning. So I'm just kind of making it look kind of smoky and just blending that out better. So now grabbing that other shade that I also love, we're applying that to the middle where we had applied the shade Lit. And I just wanted to use all the colors from this palette just to make this look super cuter, and because I wanted to test them out. So now grabbing that pointed crease brush, I'm going just like blending it out, not even picking up any more product. Using my NYX matte liquid eyeliner, I'm just gonna start creating the line, and I'm not gonna get into much details about how I'm doing my eyeliner, just because later on when I have more time I'm gonna be making a tutorial. So I'm just gonna trace that right there, and I still need to fill that in. And this eyeliner lasts me a while. I would like to say I've had this one for like 5 months, and it's the second time I purchased this one just because I love it so much. So for this look, I didn't use any eyelashes just because for the other eye I did apply them and they looked ugly. Also, it like kind of hid the eyeshadow, so it didn't make it pop that much. So now using my Better Than Sex mascara, I'm just gonna apply a kind of a thick coat on my top lashes, and I hate when that happens, but I'm gonna wipe it down later when I'm done. I'm gonna just let it dry. So yeah, just keep applying mascara. And I'm sorry if you could hear my son in the background, he's playing with his toys. So now grabbing the shade Lit once again, I'm gonna grab that little brush, and this is a smudge brush, and I'm just gonna smudge that little shade right there. And I know my face looks so dumb when I do this, and I hate doing this because it always gets into my eyes, especially when I already applied mascara. Like, I get little chunks of mascara inside of my eyes. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more because I want it to be really bright. So now using my lip brush, and this shade is called Heavy Glam. So I'm just gonna apply that to my tear duct because I wanted to do something different, because I always use like silver or white shades right there. So I wanted to do a little cute shade. Now grabbing my angled brush, I'm gonna go in the Modern Renaissance palette with the shade Primavera, and I'm just applying that to my brow bone since the other palette doesn't have any light shades. So I'm just highlighting that just to give it that little glow. And also I like applying that to the top of my brow. Now grabbing that same brush, I'm gonna apply a little bit NYX glitter glue to the center, and I'm just gonna let that dry for a little bit. I'm gonna use my pink NYX glitter in the shade 09 and go in with the same brush that I applied the glue with. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit product and just dab that on top of where we applied the glue. And this is my favorite glitter, but I've only used it like 2 times. And this is my final look. I love how it turned out. It's my first time doing this look. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.